Cancer sucks, everyone. Cancer frickin' sucks. Cancer is such a bitch. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode Anonymous Lucas, Anonymous Support, episode number 18 for February 28, 2025. You don't know the context about it, I'll tell you all right now. Earlier this morning, my mom got a little bit of a text message that one of her friends had passed away due to cancer. Now, I'm not gonna explain anything else. One of my mom's friends and one of my friends that was associated close with me and my mom, more of myself and my mom, had passed away of cancer. So that's what they say, cancer sucks. We're gonna get through it. Me and my mom's gonna get through it. She's really down on herself right now. She's very down on herself. I mean, you give me thoughts and prayers throughout to her and everything. And to say it's really evening, to say the least. We're back today, though, for Normal Support, episode number 18. As I said, the show must go on, sadly. The show must go on. I didn't do a podcast yesterday, a daily show yesterday, like I promised I was going to do, but I was too busy yesterday. So I'm going to do a Normal Support today, and also your Normal Daily Show February 28, 2025 as well. Today is coming out as well, today as well. Let's right into today's show, shall we? Just Normal Support, shall we? TKO CFO says W will only have one Saudi Arabia PLE in 2025, but 3 in 2026, and I freaking hate that so much. I hate it so much. We're also going to Stephanie McMahon to launch a WWE podcast. Discuss that. Looks like an indie broadcaster had WWE tryout in late 2024. Also, Backstage report on Stratus with WWE star Randy Orton. Discuss that. Also, WWE reportedly looking into adding NXT broadcasting in the WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas. Discuss that. Also, WWE officially files trademark for popular NXT Tag Team name. Discuss that. And also doing your Tag Team Champions, Fraxium. Also, Bayley and other WWE stars participate in popular Dungeons and Dragons web series. Also, you get to WWE's Trish Stratus inducted into the International Professional Hall of Fame. Let's discuss that. Also, former ECW and WWE star Jazz reported working as a producer for TNA as well. Ground today's No Limits Report gratitude maybe is always going to today's No Limits Report. Starting with, you guessed it, TKO CFO says W will only have one Saudi Arabia PLE in 2025, but 3 in 2026. How about none for 2025 and how about none in 2026? Anyways, let's get into the report, shall we? The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is getting a 2026 workable event, sadly, seemingly showing an evolution of the relationship between W and the Middle Eastern Kingdom. Well, Saudi Arabia will host one of the big four PLEs next year in 2025. The company is only temporarily pulling up back one of the Saudi shows. In the quarter four, Orton's called TKO Group Poland CFO Andrew Scheller said that the company will only be putting on one PLE in Saudi Arabia in 2025. But there will be three in 2026, including Royal Rumble. It has not been announced on when 2025 Saudi Arabia PLE will take place, nor the date of 2026 Royal Rumble been announced yet. Scheller said that fewer Saudi PLEs in 2025 will be an unfavorable impact on the company's revenue. Who cares about your revenue? You make so much money as it is there. Come on. Why don't you give the fans get what they want with the freaking PLEs and stuff? I mean, seriously, man. Revenue to the tone of the $55 million. Oh, boy. It's $55 million freaking dollars. That's cakewalk for W, in all honesty. It really is, if you think about it. Until 2025, W had 2 PLEs in the kingdom per year since the beginning of the deal between the company and the Saudi General Sports Authority in 2019. I cannot care for whatsoever about any freaking Saudi shows. And in 2026, we're almost taking place here in Saudi Arabia. I mean, my God, bro. Do you care? I probably the most boring Royal Rumble event in 2026 is the Saudi Arabia for 2026 Royal Rumble. It's going to probably be boring as hell. I'm not looking forward to 2026 Royal Rumble because it'd be in Saudi Arabia. That's how freaking dumbfounded I am with that decision, to say the least. We're on Stephanie McMahon to launch a WWE podcast on the WWE platform. After stepping down for a role in WWE co-CEO in January 2023, Stephanie McMahon has slowly begun to reconnect with the company and made several appearances on WWE television since the beginning of the year. She was the first seen in a premiere of WWE on Raw and Netflix, as well as the 2025 Royal Rumble match, Royal Rumble in general 1 month later, and was also the guest on the Pat McAfee show. However, it appears that McMahon intends to remain involved with the promotion, as WrestleVotes is reporting that she is set to debut a new WWE project this spring, and be called a WWE podcast in general, to say the least. And so if you're a Stephanie McMahon fan, this is actually pretty decent for you to get a podcast with Stephanie McMahon, the WWE platform, and everything. Should be interesting to say, at least I'm not going to watch, or I mean, it's necessary. I'm not a fan of Stephanie McMahon, nor I'm going to watch a podcast with Stephanie McMahon. Just not a fan of that whatsoever. But at least it gives for podcasts and platforms with WWE. I mean, I know Corey Graves had After the Bell podcast on WWE podcasting in general. So maybe it could be something like that in general, to replace Corey Graves After the Bell. I didn't get Odyssey step down and everything. So it'll be interesting to see what the Stephanie McMahon does in this podcast, to say at least. Keep it up there and that for sure. Moving on, so any broadcaster at W tryout in late 2024. With the exception of a controversial week that called into question Corey Graves' future, W broadcasters teams largely seem to be unset for the future of Graves. Vic Joseph and Booker team on the call for NXT. Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett calling SmackDown, and Michael Cole and Pat McAfee heading up Raw. Despite that, towards the end of 2024, W appeared to be entertaining the idea of bringing an indie broadcaster into the fold. Fightful Select reports that W tried out Sam Laternia, I think is how you say his name, in late 2024 for a spot on the broadcasting team. Laternia has worked as a commentator for the independent circuit for 4 years, called matches with promotions like House Coast Pro Wrestling and House of Glory. And also appeared in MLW, NWA, TNA, and Scott D'Amore's Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Though Laternia was praised internally by WWE, there has not been no word regarding the promotion bringing her in at this time. So don't think they will, unless like Corey Graves indeed is let go from WWE, but I don't think he will anytime soon. You know, Carmelo's probably gone from his wife, has gone from WWE and in general. So let me find out then. I don't see Corey Graves leaving. I don't see this commentary, the Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and change at all. We'll keep it updating that for sure, though. Just in case, to say the least. Moving on, a backstage report on status of W star Randy Orton. As the road to WrestleMania 41 continues, a number of top W superstars have already got their plans ready for the big Easter weekend in Las Vegas, Nevada. And according to a recent report, Randy Orton could already be having some plans as well. Orton has been away from the ring since November after W confirmed the Viper had this diagnosis, severe sacral cord experience. I can't say this damn word, dude. After taking an apology from Kevin Owens by corner PW Insider Elite, Orton could be back in the mix for W sooner rather than later. PWI sources confirm that the people within W are expecting Orton to be back in the company by March, and that the current plans for him to get back in action by the time W heads over Europe for the Road to WrestleMania tour. This means that Orton could be back for the ring for himself. PWI believes about Kevin Owens is the likely logical path, but that has yet to be confirmed, as Owens will be in action this Saturday at Elimination Chamber in a non-sanctioned match against Sami Zayn. Which I don't know if he'll be into that. Maybe comes back sometime before, maybe help Sami Zayn. They beat off Kevin Owens and everything, but I don't see that happening. I see Kevin Owens' WrestleMania plans being with Sami Zayn, unless Sami Zayn will beat Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber in Toronto, which could be interesting to say the least, but I think this will pretty prolong to WrestleMania with Kevin Owens going to win Elimination Chamber, also being blown off of WrestleMania 41. But it should be interesting to see these two meet each other and everything, and with Randy Orton as a thing involved with this as well for sure. Keep it up there in this, where Randy Orton undoubtedly comes back to WWE sooner rather than later. Moving on, WWE reportedly looking into an NXT broadcast of WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas. WWE is on the road to WrestleMania, and every year the event seems to get bigger and bigger. Not this year, apparently. This year is complete dumpster fire WrestleMania build. Not a dumpster fire in general, but not a WrestleMania build you'll want to know about it. Now it appears W could be adding one more to the sprawling weekend of events. According to PW Insider Elite, W is having internal discussions about including the April 22nd edition of NXT into the Las Vegas weekend. W is presenting SmackDown, the Hall of Fame ceremony, NXT Stand and Deliver, both nights of WrestleMania, and the Raw after WrestleMania in the same city. with WrestleMania taking place in Allegiant Stadium, while the rest of the events will take place at the T-Mobile Arena. NXT isn't being considered for the T-Mobile Arena instead. The show will be likely emanate from the UFC Apex complex. NXT has run the arena in the past, and W sharing the TKO Group Holdings umbrella, where UFC would be booking the venue very easily. Can't freaking speak. The publication notes that the other venues in the arena area are also being considered as well. I wouldn't mind that for NXT. Just the NXT After Stand Deliver / WrestleMania will be interesting to see MH from Las Vegas. So I kind of like that they should do that in all honesty, because Stand Deliver is basically their own WrestleMania for NXT. Stand Deliver is the biggest NXT event of the year. So may as well be treated like a WrestleMania for sure. So I don't mind that being the case. Keep updating that for sure, in all honesty. Moving on. WWE officially files trademark for popular NXT Tag Team name. WWE has filed a trademark for a popular NXT Tag Team name, and current NXT Tag Team champions Fraxium, a team of Nathan Frazier and Axiom. According to the latest filings from the United States Patent and Trademark Office, WWE submitted a new trademark application on February 25th. This trademark news files WWE's recent filings for the several pro wrestling names, which are speculated to be for the company's up-and-coming superstars, or stars in general. Absolutely like this trademark getting down. Do you see Axiom and Nathan Frazier backing up? Because I don't. As long as they're at least tag team champions right now, I don't see them at all getting breaking up, though. I feel like these two are singles wrestlers got to a tag team, and they have a big-time chemistry with each other. You should not break up anytime soon. Maybe like the next couple years, maybe, but honestly, I don't think you should break these two up. I feel like these two are best off in a tag team. In a tag team division, they barely need some tag teams. I feel like they're the best tag team all professional wrestling, AEW, WWE, and TNA, New Japan, doesn't matter. I feel like Fraxium are the best tag team in all professional wrestling. Let me know about that for sure, but I think they're the best tag team in all professional wrestling. WWE and AEW or any other independent scenes, or even TNA and New Japan, you name it, dude. I feel like they're the best tag team in all professional wrestling, if you ask me, dude. So you see how they do it and Stand Deliver and everything going forward. And another teasing the Hardy Boys. And the Hardys and NXT Roadblock. And you get my NXT highlights and grades on the Sunday podcast. So that'd be an interesting fight for those two teams to keep updating that for sure going forward. Moving on to Bayley, one of my favorites in all women's wrestling. Another WWE stars participating in popular Dungeons and Dragons web series. Bayley, Women's United States Champion Chelsea Green, and the New Day are gearing up for a campaign of mythological heights. Early Wednesday afternoon, the four superstars were announced as Dungeons and Dragons hosts for the comedian Brennan Lee Mulligan's next cast adventures on the upcoming wrestling-themed season of Dropout's actual play tabletop role-play game series, The Dimension 20. In a 3-minute long trailer, Dimension 20, the Titan Takedown, viewers were introduced by fictionalized ancient Athenians, where an underground professional wrestling promotion is taking place. Figures from ancient Greek mythology, such as Zeus, affectionately nicknamed Big Z, perhaps in reference to former New Day member Big E, and Hercules, are expected to also make their appearance as non-player characters narrated by Mulligan. The campaign is expected to take place during the Titan Takedown, though details on what exactly a Titan Takedown is remain unclear. The trailer has also introduced Woods, Bayley, Green, and Kingston's righteous wrestlers or characters for the campaign. Woods is set to play a monk named Julius Merterm, while Bayley's player character with the Automagica, I can't even freaking say this word, Promopa, I can't say the word, man, Cal Barba named Thea Calgro. God, this is a weird dude. Kingston will assume the role of Adonis Dominamus. Okay, dude. I can't really figure that Green will be participating as taxi, cat, human, hybrid. That'd be interesting. Chelsea Green played a cat character. Guy fits her character in wrestling, you think about it. Rogue named Tapadiga, or Tapada, or Tabby. I can't freaking say these words, man. When the gods brawl, heroes will follow, the trailer taunted. Titan Takedown expected to debut on April 2nd, while the premiere episodes will be posted on YouTube for free. The subsequent 3 episodes will be available exclusively on Dropout's streaming platform, and an FAQ thread sharing that in the video description. Dropout also announced the corresponding episodes of Adventure Party, which will serve as an out-of-character podcast-style episodes. Oh, interesting, dude. That'd be interesting. Featuring Mulligan as his cast of players. Episodes of Adventure and Party are typically reserved for Dropout streaming platform and are unlikely to be posted onto YouTube. Keep it updated. This should be interesting. I'm not going to know the characters involved. That's kind of weird, the pronunciation of the names, but I might be interested in the podcast style episodes, to say the least. Maybe I'll be interested in that. Maybe I'll even think about reviewing it. You never know with me. So I love all 4 of these men and women. Keeper Woods and Kofi Kingston, The New Day, and obviously Bayley and Chelsea Green, 2 of my favorites all women's wrestlers, those 2 women. So keep updating this for sure. Keep updating it for big time for these 4 people in general. Moving on, WWE's Trish Stratus inducted into International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus has been announced as inductee into the Non-Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. And during her recent appearance on Busted Open podcast, Stratus was told by one of the founders of the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame, Seth Turner, that she will be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, which took her by surprise. Wow, Stratus reacted and quote, "Thank you so much. I remember being there and going, one day, that is so special. Please tell the board members thank you. Let me check my calendar for October. Laughs. She laughs about it. That means she's so much to me. Like to be recognized by the colleagues and people in the business that they acknowledge your career. It means so much, and I know we've had that special connection when we were people when we were there. I appreciate it so much. It's like a crazy part of my 25th anniversary. It just feels such a full circle moment," end quote. Stratus praised the International Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame and urged the fans to go visit the museum, which houses pro wrestling related memorabilia. The Hall of Fame, which will be established in 2019, or was established in 2019, has been seen numerous legends and be inducted in the Hall of Fame, which includes the likes of Buddy Rogers, Rick First, Uncle Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, always Hulk Hogan on his podcast, Bret Hart, and Terry Funk, to name a few. Stratus is the final first star announced for this year's class. Congratulations to Trish Stratus. Sounds like a decent Hall of Fame to get into, and she's obviously a Hall of Famer. Trish Stratus is one of probably the best, who arguably would go of women's wrestling, you could say at least. Trish Stratus, when the go-to women's wrestling, I feel like she's probably the go, if you ask me. That's coming from Mercedes, my name fan myself. But my number 1 is Mercedes, but Trish Stratus is certainly phenomenal, if you ask me. Trish Stratus deserves this month's amount of success and being in the Hall of Fame for the International Hall of Fame for sure. Congratulations to Trish Stratus for sure. And finally, on a former ECW and W star, Jazz reported working as a producer for TNA. A former W ECW star recently had her first wrestling match in years TNA wrestling, and now she's reportedly back and working behind the scenes. According to Fable Select, former W Women's Champion Jazz has been working backstage in promotion as an agent, including the most recent set of tape-ins for TNA Impact. TNA official Gal Kim posted on Instagram on Monday about working with Jazz. She said she couldn't give it any more love and respect to her, and said she cherished the generation of women she was able to work with. Kim and Jazz worked together in W in the early 2000s. Congratulations to Trish Stratus. That was before our last segment. Congratulations to Jazz being producer for TNA. To be interested to see what she does for there. Not that I'm going to watch it. I don't watch TNA. I should be watching TNA more often because of working relationship with NXT. Her Oba Femi was there, and also your Hardy Boys was at NXT this past Tuesday night. So it should be interesting. Maybe I should review Impact. I don't know, dude. Maybe I should. You can all let me know in the comments if TNA is worth of Impact in like a good schedule for me to say at least. On like the podcast or Sunday, those grades and everything. Let me know about that. And thank y'all for watching Nomus Lucas, Nomus Support episode number 18 for February 28, 2025. And back later today for No Limits Daily Show February 28, 2025 as well. Until then, take care, everyone.